Yo, this is Jay from Straight Smoke Gaming, and in today's video, we're doing an NFC South off-season review. We're doing this for quite a while. I'll go ahead and link the other ones down below. I'm doing the NFC South here in this video, so you got the Bucs, Saints, Panthers, and Falcons. In these videos, we pretty much just go over what the teams did in the off-season for off-season adds and losses, and I go ahead and give a projected record through for every team. So let's go ahead and get started here talking with the New Orleans Saints. Take a look at some key adds. New Orleans Saints added Chase Young, Willie Gay, Talisi Funga, and I have them coming in with a projected record of 8-9. Let's go back up to the key adds for a minute. Chase Young, really good defensive end, kind of underrated, especially if you can get him at the right price. Honestly, not as good as what he was supposed to be coming out of college, but definitely not a bad option. I mean, he gets the job done. You got Willie Gay. Willie Gay, another good, I'd say underrated edge rusher or linebacker, whatever you want to call him. He's been to the Super Bowl. He's won the Chiefs, so he knows what you got to do to win. And then I don't see why he wouldn't fit in with that team. The Saints got a good defense, so just adding pieces like Chase Young and Willie Gay should only propel that defense higher. The only thing with that defense is I do think the defense is a little bit on the older side. And then on the offensive side of the ball, they add Talisi Funga, offensive lineman, first pick with their first round pick. So good because they need an offensive line help. My only concern with the Saints is they did not add anything else really offensively. They lost Mike Thomas. He was a starting wide receiver. So now you're relying on Rashid Shaheed and A.T. Perry. I would have liked if they went out and got another big-name wide receiver, or at least someone that you could pair along with Olave, or if they added a better upgrade at tight end. They do need to figure out what's going on with Kamara. You need Kamara there. Don't get me wrong, I do think Keandre Miller is good, but I don't know if he's ready to just be thrusted into a starting bell cow back role. So yeah, like I was saying, my only concern with the Saints is offense. Other than that, they had a really good offseason defensively. They got Kool-Aid McKinstry in the second round. He's one of the better corners. Shocked he fell out of the first round. He played at Bama. So next up, you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's go over the key adds. Randall Gregory, outside linebacker. I'm not sure what team he was on last year. I want to say the Broncos. He's not bad. He's not one of the best. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that is like a really good move. But when you take a look at the loss of Shaq Barrett, I think he could fill in, and he's not going to give you the same production, I don't think, but he's definitely gets the job done for you at that position. And then you got Bryce Hall. Bryce Hall, corner from the Jets, I believe. Same thing here. When you lose Carlton Davis, you're one. They traded into the Lions this offseason. You need to find a guy to fill in, and this Bryce Hall, he gets it done. I mean, he's not on the same level as the guy that lost, but he's okay, and that's what the Bucs are going to be asking for some other veterans and young players to really step up and make the team good. And then in the draft, they went ahead and added wide receiver Jalen McMillan. McMillan, pretty good wide receiver. I did like him. Shocked he fell as far as he did. Giving Baker another weapon. If anything, I think that should help Mike Evans and Chris Godwin get open more. So now they have a legit wide receiver 3 for the team. When it comes to projected record, I have them going 10-7. Same thing here with the Bucs. They lost some pieces, but they went out and they kind of addressed their needs, because when you lose your Shaq Barrett, you're going to need to find a new edge rusher. They did that with Randall Gregory. When you lose Carlton Davis, you need to find a new corner. They did that with Bryce Hall. And then just in general, they brought back a lot of the people they needed to. I think Baker deserved a second contract from them. You have to bring back Mike Evans, which they did. Mike Evans is your one. You don't have a guy, I don't think, that's ready to fill Mike Evans' role. They kept their head coach. They did lose their OC, so we'll see how the offense does. But overall, I'd say the Bucs 10-7. Carolina Panthers, Panthers not that good last year. I will say right now, they had a pretty good offseason. They went ahead and addressed a lot of their needs. Let's take a look at the Carolina Panthers. Key adds. First one, Robert Hunt, offensive lineman from the Dolphins. Pretty underrated offensive lineman. Bryce Young was, I think, the second most sacked quarterback in all of football, so they need to address that line. He needs weapons, but you also need to give him time to throw to the weapons. So Robert Hunt, good move there. Key ad, Deontay Johnson, wide receiver from the Steelers, the one I traded for him. Didn't really give up anything, and he's underrated. I wouldn't say he's not on the same level as like a wide receiver 1, but you could fill him in as a wide receiver 2 and be just fine. That's what the Steelers were doing with him and George Pickens, and he was good, I would say. And then Xavier Leggett, the wide receiver they traded up into the first round to take. This is the guy that I don't know how I feel about this pick. He's supposed to be compared to Mingo, so let's just hope that he is what the Panthers were thinking Mingo was. Even with all those ads and how good of an offseason they had, I have a projected record of 3-14. I'll go ahead and explain. When it comes to a 3-14 record with the Panthers, they have a lot of factors here. You need to hope Bryce Young is better than last year. You need to hope the new head coach, all the people pick up on the offense right then. They got a lot of moving pieces, a lot of new people. You need to hope Xavier Leggett is able to step in and has no rookie struggles. You need to hope Deontay Johnson gets a connection with the quarterback. So they just had a lot of movement this offseason. I don't know if it's going to all come together this one season. I do like what they are doing, though. They had a really good draft, getting Leggett. They got a new tight end. So the only thing is the defense, it struggled a little bit last year, and I don't know how much they did to really upgrade the defense. But overall, 3-14 record for the Panthers this year. Last, we have the Atlanta Falcons. Take a look at the Atlanta Falcons. They did not add too many people, but that's okay because they didn't lose many people. They kept a lot of their core people. So talking about the key adds here, you got Kirk Cousins as one of them, quarterback from the Minnesota Vikings coming off an Achilles injury. They paid him a lot of money, but when you have been going through years, ever since Matt Ryan left, they haven't really had a legit quarterback. So when you go through years of not having a legit quarterback, that's what you tend to do. You tend to overpay for a guy just so you can get a good quarterback in with your team. So I understand the move. I think it'll be best for the team right now. I'm not sure how well it'll fare out here in the long run. And then they also added Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney, I don't think he's that bad. I don't think he's as good as some people are trying to say he was when he was with the Bears. But you got to think, he had Justin Fields throwing him the ball. Justin Fields kind of pulled him down a little bit. The offense in general kind of pulled him down. So now that he's on a team with Kyle Pitts, Bijan, Drake London, and now Kirk Cousins, I don't see a reason why he couldn't be a solid wide receiver too. So I do think that's a good move for them just because really outside of Drake London, I probably couldn't tell you another wide receiver on the Atlanta Falcons squad. So the wide receiver was definitely a need for them because you can't just have one good one. You need a second guy that could fill in. I have a projected record of 8-9. Same thing here, similar with the Panthers. They made a lot of moves, a lot of things that they need. It's just a matter of they got a new head coach. I don't know how well Kirk Cousins is going to fare year one after an Achilles tear. We've seen before that Achilles tears, the player that's coming back from an Achilles tear, they tend to struggle year one. Year two is where we really see them take off. So I'm not sure if we're going to see any of that with Kirk Cousins. That's why I have them at an 8-9 record. Overall, I think this division is very close. I would not be surprised if any team ends up winning it other than the Panthers. I think the Panthers are a little bit farther away than these other three teams, but if you told me the Bucs won it, I wouldn't be surprised. If you told me the Saints won it, I wouldn't be surprised. If you told me the Falcons won it, I would not be surprised. But that's all we got in this video. So go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. If I missed a key ad for one of these four teams, let me know what you think of the records, how good you have them doing. But that's all we got in this video. So if you enjoyed, please remember to like and sub for more Madden content. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.